In a mock meeting, each member will deliver a discussion about the financial statement analysis of chosen companies. All of the members are managers in various departments in a company. Each of the members should analyze financial statements and provide recommendation on whether the company's shares are worthy of investment. The purpose of the mock meeting will be to persuade the meeting's moderator, for example the chairman, that the analysis is complete and the recommendation is the best.
Good day everyone, my name is Adriana Batrishia and I will be your meeting facilitator for today. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for joining this meeting today. We are here to discuss about our chosen companies, which are FNN and also JASRI. The financial statement, which consists of balance sheets, income statement, and also cash flow statement of FNN and JASRI, will be discussed at the beginning of this meeting, followed by an overview of the key figures and trends in financial statements.
Let's start with our first chosen company, which is JASRI. This is the statement of financial position. First one, the total current asset is 483,745 ringgit. Next, for the total equity, it is 396,851 ringgit. Lastly, the total current liabilities is 447,328 ringgit. Next, this is the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income of JASRI. Let's take a look on the revenue. The revenue is 1,339,410 ringgit. The cost of goods sold is 983,893 ringgit. The profit before tax is 54,425 ringgit. Lastly, this is the statement of cash flows of JASRI. We can see that the cash flow of JASRI is positive. Moving on to our next chosen company, which is FNN. This is the statements of financial position of FNN. The total current asset is 2,229,721 ringgit. The total equity is 2,984,389 ringgit. And the total current liabilities is 833,344 ringgit. Next, this is the statements of profit or loss for FNN. The revenue is 4,470,163 ringgit. The cost of goods sold is 3,296,071 ringgit. The profit before tax is 454,050 ringgit. This is the statements of other comprehensive income of FNN. Lastly, this is the statements of cash flows of FNN. The cash flows of FNN is positive.
Thank you, Adriana. I have analyzed FNN and JASRI's financial statements. For FNN, the revenue is 4,470,163,000 ringgit, and the profit before tax is 454,050,000. On the other hand, for JASRI, the revenue is 1,339,410,000 ringgit, and the profit before tax is 54,559,000 ringgit.
Excellent. Thank you, ZARIF. Now, we have obtained the information from both companies, FNN and JASRI. We can continue to perform the ratio analysis. Ratio analysis is essential when evaluating the company's financial position or the situation of the company and also the performance, because it provides the insight of the overall condition of the company.
With the use of this study, investors, stakeholders and those in charge will be able to make good decisions on investment, plan and financial management.
So, what are the difference between each ratios?
I totally agree with you, Adriana. First, let's start with liquidity ratios. The purpose of the current ratio is to indicate a company's ability to fulfill its short-term financial requirements. Next, the efficiency ratio. is to evaluate how efficiently collecting debts and turning its stock positions into revenues.
Excellent concepts. In addition, the leverage ratio is also known as the debt of management ratio. It evaluates a company's degree of borrowing while highlighting its capacity to pay back principal and interest. Lastly, the profitability ratio, it evaluates how successfully a company uses its assets to generate a profit.
Thank you, MUSYRIF, for the explanation. Shall we move to the details of the company's performance?
I have observed both companies, and FNN has a higher liquidity ratio than Dutch Lady. So it's clear that FNN is more capable to cover its short-term liabilities with its short-term assets. Based on my research, I've done a report. So Dutch Lady, on the other hand, does not have enough assets to do so without selling its inventories. And Dutch Lady may offer discounts to increase their sales and prevent overstocking. So the company may also have a poor system for collecting debts from customers, and it must be upgraded in the future.
By analyzing the efficiency ratio, it shows that Dutch Lady is better than FNN. Compared to FNN, Dutch Lady has replaced and sold more stock, and it takes a shorter time to recover debt. There is a chance FNN held too much stock. Therefore, FNN may analyze the stock control system and implement a more effective system. Or it could change the way it regularly orders supplies. FNN also needs to carefully assess potential customers before allowing them to credit sales.
Excellent observation, Ainor. Alya, what do you think about the leverage ratio?
Based on the detailed financial analysis of the leverage ratio, FNN would not have any trouble collecting additional borrowing in compared to Dutch Lady. Therefore, before taking any debt, Dutch Lady might have carefully analyzed the dividend policy to ensure that they would have enough funds to repay it.
Excellent. Thank you, Alya. So, Farrah, what about the profitability ratio?
The profitability ratio shows that Dutch Lady has a higher earning potential and more effective at managing its cost of goods. On the other hand, FNN has a lower earning potential. It is a valid possibility that FNN could lower its cost of goods sold by changing suppliers.
Okay, we are done with ratio analysis. Now, let's discuss about the opportunities and risks of FNN and Dutch Lady.
So, both of the companies are well known and trustworthy. Dutch Lady has a high visibility in major markets such as Africa, Southeast Asia, and Europe. FNN also has won so many awards over the year, making it a very well-known brand and well-respected brand.
On the other hand, FNN has been operating in 3 different countries, which is Malaysia, Thailand, and Brunei.
Oh, so we can see that FNN is seeking more opportunities on Southeast Asia. But I believe that FNN could grow their target market outside of Southeast Asia too.
Adriana, looking from another angle, FNN has a very stable financial strategy and a strong profitability.
Yes, I agree with that. FNN has proven that the company has done an excellent job in managing their finances.
Based on the ratios calculated, we can see that investors can gain a lot more return on investment since FNN established a very appealing financial performance.
Yes, that's true.
Nonetheless, Dutch Lady could always improve their financial stability because they are not really behind from FNN. Since investors paid the most attention in the finance section, FNN established an appealing and a very strong financial performance. FNN has high earning power of total investment and able to produce income to the investors based on the company's capital.
I find that Dutch Lady is a company that produces a range of dairy products. In a contrast, FNN is a food and beverages company that operates in various business. So, in various business which call segments including dairy products, packaging, and property services.
Yes, I agree with you, Azrul. It appears that there are key differences in market positioning.
Other than that, FNN has been investing a lot of effort into diverting its attention towards a mix of brand recognition and loyalty activities that incorporate numerous platforms such as television, radio, social media, endorsement, sponsorships, special events exposure, and contests.
It seems like both of the companies that we choose, which are FNN and Dash Lady, are good for investment. As from a point of view, I think making an investment in FNN would guarantee more return as a long-term investor. Great minds think alike. So, before we wrap this meeting up, would anyone else like to add to the discussion or ask any further questions?
No. I think we are all clear that FNN is the best company currently to invest in.
Okay, great. That concludes our meeting. Thank you guys for attending.
Thank you, Adriana.